Hey everyone, Karen here. I wanted to show my flowers that I was making. I'm not going to do a tutorial unless really specifically requested because, this is my take on Sacrafter's daisy flower. And, she has a beautiful tutorial up already that's very easy to follow along. The only reason that I am showing mine, well, I'm going to show what I've done, but because I don't have the Sizzix daisy dye that she uses. Instead, what I have is the Tatter Floral dye, and I don't know if you can see that I use this flower on here, the one with all the points, to make mine, and I think they came out good. Hers are more uniform because the daisy dye has, the petals are all shaped the same, you know, so hers looks more uniformed, but I don't have that dye, so this is what I went with, and I just wanted to show. Hers, you know, you fold them in half. With the Tatter Floral, if you do that, it's going to leave gaps. I don't know if the daisy dye has more petals or something when you fold it in half, but the Tatter Floral will leave gaps. So I offset them just enough. Just slide it with your fingers, just to, you know, hide them gaps, and then this time fold it in half where they meet up, and there's a point right there, you know, and then you have a nice little bunch. And sometimes, you know, one side could look better than the other, so that's up to you. Find which side you like best. Well, my fingers are not wanting to hold it. Find which side you like best, and that's the side you don't want to glue down to your cardstock. Glue the opposite side down, and all I do is, you know, hold it by the petals, and I just stick a little dab of glue in there, and it'll grab through all the layers very easily. And I'm not sure if I can't remember if she used cardstock or felt, because I know at times she does use felt on some of her fabric flowers, but I just use cardstock. And she colors, you know, this is all the same material. I just colored mine. She colors hers. I used her technique for coloring. It works great. You can actually do quite a few cutouts the way she does it. She has Stampin' Up! Inks. I don't. I think she might have actually been a seller for them. I'm not sure. But that's what she has, so that's what she uses, and we always use what we have in stock. I have Distress Inks, and that is what I used. I have the Victorian Velvet. I have it in the pad and the thing, and my walnut stain too. I have the re-inker, and I just used a drop of it with that's what this is, Victorian Velvet. This is Peacock Feathers, and then I tested another thing in Pickled Raspberry, and I don't have the re-inker, so I just dabbed the bottom of it a couple times, not a bunch, just a few times. And then mixed it, and it came out good. Then I ironed these, and the reason for ironing them, which you can't tell now, is I wanted to see after you heat set them, if it would hold its color, if the Distress ink would hold its color. These were already dried. I had to cut these a few days ago. I'm wondering if I heat set them from being wet, if it would make a difference. Because I know after I ironed them today with set on cotton and then put it in the water, you can tell. I mean, that was a bright bubblegum pink, and it's almost gone back to white, you know. And so, because I was actually thinking about making them into hair bows for my granddaughter and nieces, and my nieces are blonde-headed, and if it rained or something, I'd hate for my nieces, my great nieces, to go home with peacock feathers streak through their hair, you know. I mean, my niece will not love me for that at all. So, but on projects, I'm happy with the distress inks for my projects too. So that's not a you know, break it deal for using distress inks to color. For me, anyway. I don't know about anybody else, but yeah, I wouldn't use them as a hair bow though, you know, just because of weather elements. But I'll pop a link down and below to Sacrafter's daisy tutorial. And anybody looking to make different flowers, she does paper and fabric, and you just have to go see her fabric or her flower tutorials is all I can tell you, because you don't know what she'll make something out of next. She reminds me a lot of Noodles. Betsy Doodle, as far as that go. I mean, Dee can take anything and turn it into something beautiful, you know, for your flower centers or something. And Sal's the same way with flowers. She uses pine cones, you know, burlap, persimmon leaves. And I'm not exactly sure what a persimmon is because I've never seen that fruit. But she uses the dried leaves to make a beautiful flower. Cardboard, she uses, I can't think of that cardboard, you know, that's rough and it has the ridges. She uses that to make flowers. She uses shelf liner to make flowers. She does her own coloring. She paints her cardstock, which I'm going to try some of her painting techniques on the cardstock, because you know how I like to do color my own paper flowers and stuff. So that was real interesting to see her do a paint her cardstock the other day and how she did it and stuff. Which, you know, I spray my own, but I never actually thought about using paint. And but she uses paint on a lot of her different fabrics and stuff too. So if you are into making flowers like I am, just love to make your flowers, go check her out. Check her channel out and just type flowers in her search box. There's tons. I mean, there's just literally tons. So there's something new to learn. So I'm going to go for now, guys. Everybody take it easy. Love y'all. See you later.